Hello everyone and welcome back to my Beyond the Gates 24 official YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. There's a usurpation alert to notify suckers of, as well as some face-offs Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne will have to deal with, and Vernon Dupree organizes a mysterious meeting. Beyond the Gates will be preempted on Thursday, March 20th, and Friday, March 21st due to the March Madness, the NCAA Council basketball event. The day drama will be back to its regularly listed programming as of Monday, March 24th, so suckers need to brace themselves for some chaos, drama, and conspiracy. Monday, March 24th hints at multiple face-offs that Naomi may have to deal with. The Cleaner has formally dropped its exercise videotape for the week of March 24th to 28th, and it looks like the news of the action against Bill Hamilton's establishment will hit. During the Tuesday, March 19th occasion, Naomi met with 3 implicit guests at the original restaurant. They were all former workers of Bill's law establishment, all who were wearied by Mike Davis, an unhappy mate of Bill's. In some clips during the Cleaner's exercise, Naomi will be brazened by Haley Lawson Hamilton at the original bar. Naomi will be sitting at a table, minding her own business, when Haley approaches and asks, "What the hell do you suppose you're doing?" As scenes shift, Naomi is also seen with her pater at his office. While Tom Navarro will barge in and try to intrude, Bill will hold him back, stating that whatever Tom wants will have to stay. Among other scenes within the Beyond the Gates exercise videotape, there's a clip of Vernon talking to someone unknown on the phone at his home. During the discussion, Vernon makes it clear that this is a request, "We'll see you when you get then." What's this mysterious meeting each about? Does it have to do with Martin Richardson and his secret? Who are you most interested in seeing during Monday's show? Comment below. Andre says the first time after the airplane crash was the worst. Ted says it was awful to lose Stan and Ira so suddenly. Nicole says she and Ted no longer fly together because of the woeful crash. Andre says the 3 of them and Martin saved his life. Ted says it's good to have Andre home, still long it lasts. With that, Andre poses Ted, Nicole and Kat for a picture. Kat asks what Andre has been over to. He mentions having just returned from Bali and how his life has been shaped by his parents' death nearly 10 times agone, and the plutocrat they left him. Kat pushes back, saying what he makes from his photography he gives to charities, which balances effects out. Andre asks about Kat, who says she and Chelsea are going to do big effects, which is a secret for now. Chelsea shows Naomi a videotape from her social media. She says her online presence is about to grow exponentially with her new bag line with Kat. Naomi is taken suddenly when she realizes Chelsea is going to quit modeling. Chelsea confirms but wonders what it'll mean for her mama. Naomi says she's allowed to make opinions for herself. Chelsea loves modeling but wants to continue her success doing commodity she loves. Naomi reminds Chelsea she also made huge changes to her life, including moving beyond the gates. She thinks Chelsea should pave her own way. Chelsea worries about Danny as she thinks being her director is each she has left. Naomi notes their mama is a survivor. Just also, they both admit a textbook about a family meeting at their grandparents' house. Orphe Jean's Leslie, Jan, and Mona are enjoying lunch. Leslie is distracted as a man across the way reminded her of her dearly departed Alan, who left a hole in her heart. Leslie doesn't want to bring down the room and asks for tea about the rich folks who live behind the gates. They incontinently go into Danny sliding Haley into the middle of coming week. The women giggle about the succulent reproach. Jan goes on to say Vanessa told her she set up Danny throwing mugs against the wall. Leslie asks about Nicole and Mona says everything with her and Ted is joy and bliss. Vanessa has sunglasses on when a man joins her in a cell. He says he's an addict of hers and touches her knee under the table. Vanessa says she has a rule not to get close with her suckers but will make an exception for him. Just also, Danny arrives and is thankful she doesn't have to drink alone. She assesses the situation and asks who the man is, as it's easily not her hubby Doug. Vanessa explains she hired the youthful man to engage in a little part playing. She explains the setup and begins laughing. She lies saying his name is Zeke and he dropped off keys from her office. With that, Zeke exits. Danny tells Vanessa about her hassle with Bill and how important angrier it has made her. She's decided to head to Paris after Chelsea's photo shoot. Just also, Danny gets a textbook summoning her to her parents' house. With that, she exits. Doug is sitting in his auto when Randy Parker enters the passenger side. He passes Randy what appears to be a card, and they agree they're all good. With that, Randy exits the auto. Nicole tells Mona and Laura they can take off beforehand. Mona says she's heading to chorus practice while Laura says she's going to hang around and do some shopping for their trip to Maui. Nicole says Maui holds a special place in her heart as it's where she and Ted met. With that, Nicole heads over to her parents' place. Naomi plays the piano as Chelsea creates a social media post. She notes Naomi is a bad borough council, but she can also sing. Just also, Kat and Nicole walk in, followed by Danny. Martin asks Nicole if there's anything he can do to support Danny. She says it would be helpful to hear and support her passions and he agrees. Anita and Vernon join the group, and Danny asks why they're each there. Anita tries to speak but Danny interrupts saying she's heading to Paris. Vernon says she can't go and Anita says she needs Danny in city until Friday. Danny notes Bill and Haley's marriage is on Friday and she's trying to avoid it. Anita simply states, "We're going." Danny simply says, "No." Laura calls Mona saying Nicole made a decision about the refections for the Lynx brunch. With that, she says she's headed out. Nicole backs Danny up asking her mama why in the world the Dupree family would attend Bill and Haley's marriage. Anita says they're Duprees and if Bill is willing to marry that heifer in Fairmont Crest, he'll need to do so whilst gaping them in the face. Vernon says they will be making phone calls to ensure a full community presence. Martin pipes up saying it doesn't sound like the family is supporting Bill and Haley but more like making them as uncomfortable as possible. Vernon concurs but Danny says she wouldn't do it. Naomi pipes up saying she wouldn't mind making her pater feel as uncomfortable as possible. Danny, formerly again, says no and heads towards the door. Vernon chases down Danny and she asks what in the world is going on. He says they haven't asked a lot of her since she was a child, but he wouldn't ask her to do commodity so awful without good reason. Vernon says he'd tell her the verity if he could. Danny says she hates what he's asking but if it's important to him she'll make sure she's there. With that, Danny exits. Anita approaches and he lets her know Danny will show up but feels betrayed. Anita says they did what they demanded to do. Chelsea and Naomi follow their mama home not understanding what just happened. Danny says their attendance is important to Vernon so they're going. That being said, she thinks Bill ever got to her parents. Naomi and Chelsea agree to bring a wall of hostility and make the form as miserable as possible for Bill and Haley. Laura is driving home when a motorcycle aggressively approaches and forces her off the road. A woman walks into a room and removes a helmet. It's Leslie. She kisses the helmet and smiles. Product is formally underway, as Day's newest stars are rephotographing scenes. The show has formally cast its characters, and actresses slated for Beyond the Gates include Clifton Davis, Tamara Tooney, Daphne Duplay, Alex Alegria, Carla Mosley, Lauren Buglioli, Timon Kyle Durrett, Brandon Claiborne, Ben Gavin, Sean Freeman, Marquita Goings, Jen Jacob, Jiber Horges, Maurice Johnson, Mike Manning, Trisha Mann Grant, Amber Michelle, Ronnie Rose Montilla, Ariel Pripati, and Colby Muhammad. The show takes place outside of Washington, D.C. in a posh Maryland exurb, with the center of the drama unfolding in a high-end reopened community. One of the main families of focus are the Duprees, a prestigious and important multi-generational family who define the term Black kingliness.